Hi, everyone. We hope you guys are having a fabulous day out there. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is Mr. Tiska with you once again. And once again, I'm joined by Mrs. Kraft. Mrs. Kraft, how are you?
I'm looking forward to the big finale.
Oh, I am too. We also have Miss Hoff with us. Miss Hoff, how are you?
I'm ready for independence.
Who isn't? So today we're going to be doing Chapter 4, Section 4, Independence, as Miss Hoff just greatly said. The big idea for today, the war spread to the southern colonies where the British were finally defeated.
All right, main ideas for today. Patriot forces faced many problems in the war in the South. The American Patriots finally defeated the British at the Battle of Yorktown, and the British and Americans officially ended the war by signing the Treaty of Paris in 1783. Main idea number 1. Patriot forces faced many problems in the war in the South.
Yeah, so the war really wasn't going well for the British in the North. They thought this war was going to be over already, but it keeps dragging on. So they decided to set their sights on the South. Now, they target the South because their feeling is that if they can start attacking in the South and start freeing slaves in the South, that slaves will join their cause. Also, there are a lot of loyalists in the South, so they're looking to get some of them as well. Now, the fighting in the South becomes particularly brutal, especially in Georgia. Now, something to know about Georgia. Georgia was actually the last colony to join the revolution and the first to fall to the British. So thanks, Georgia. So fighting gets especially brutal. The British actually start to dismantle some of the Patriot army, but luckily for the Patriots, a man by the name of Francis Marion comes along, and he uses guerrilla warfare better than anybody. He uses it so well that he actually earns a nickname called Swamp Fox. Now, even though Francis Marion has some success for the Patriots, one thing that I desperately want to mention is somebody actually turned traitor. Somebody betrayed the Patriots, became America's first traitor, and that somebody, unfortunately, was...
Bum, bum, bum.
Dun, dun, dun.
We're building the drama. We're building the drama.
Can you see him? He's hiding there.
He is hiding there. So that person, unfortunately, was Benedict Arnold. Benedict Arnold betrayed the Patriots. He betrayed one of his closest friends in George Washington. He's going to end up joining the British.
And there he is, down there.
So hashtag traitor, Benedict Arnold. So a lot of things were going wrong for the Patriots, but that is going to turn around with Francis Marion and his guerrilla warfare tactics, and that is actually going to help lead us into the Battle of Yorktown and Mrs. Kraft.
So the Battle of Yorktown was the final major battle of the American Revolution. And the British general was a guy named Cornwallis, and he had kind of backed his troops into a corner. It was not a smart position. So now imagine you've got your back against the wall. Technically, it wasn't against the wall, it was against the ocean. And the French naval fleet completely blocked him. A guy named Admiral de Grasse made it so that he had no escape to sea. Coming down from 3 different points from the north, you had George Washington, who was in control of one army. You had Lafayette. He was in charge of another group. And then coming in, I think from the northwest, was the Comte de Rochambeau. So they have the British completely surrounded. Now, believe it or not, even being surrounded, Yorktown does not fall for 3 weeks. They have Cornwallis surrounded, and he fights and he fights and he fights and he fights. And then finally, after 3 weeks, he finally surrenders. Now, it's kind of a unique situation because Cornwallis does not surrender directly to George Washington. He gives his surrender to like another soldier, like a second in command, to go bring it to George Washington. And when George Washington sees that he's not being handed whatever it is that you hand when you surrender to him, George Washington refuses to take it, and he sends another one of his second in command guys. All right, well, if he's not handing it to me, I ain't taking it. You go get it. And that ends the Battle of Yorktown.
Main idea 3. The British and the Americans officially ended the war by signing the Treaty of Paris in 1783. So the Treaty of Paris took more than 2 years to be agreed upon. John Jay, John Adams, Henry Lawrence, and Benjamin Franklin went to France to go work out the treaty. It said 3 major things. 1, Great Britain recognized America's independence.
Woohoo!
2, it set the United States borders from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River. And 3, it granted the Americans the right to settle and trade west of the original 13 colonies. Elbow room, right, Mrs. Kraft?
Yep, I love it.
And under a separate treaty between Britain and Spain, Florida was then returned to Spain.
Told you, don't get used to having it.
All right.
And with that, that is the end of the American Revolution. The United States is born. Yay!
Everybody, booyah, booyah!
Fireworks.
Fireworks in the street.
So that is it for us today. Mrs. Kraft, anything else you want to add?
Nothing at all. You have a super day, everybody.
Miss Hoff,
Welcome to America.
Miss Hoff, anything?
Nope. Have a wonderful day.
Have a fantastic day, guys. We'll talk to you soon.